Hi, this is Danny J. Lewis, and I'm a course developer and tutor here at Point Blank Online. I've released tracks on labels like Defected, Strictly Rhythm, Sulfuric Tracks, Masters of Work, and also done remixes for companies such as Ministry of Sound and many others. These tutorials you're going to watch are samples taken from the Mixing Dance Music course on Logic. So we're going to use the compressor to create the classic sidechain pumping vibe, like the French disco house kind of flavor. This project has a short musical loop and it's also got a drum beat on it, so have a listen. Now what we're going to do that's different from the example that we have the EQ on week 1 is we're not going to EQ these things to sit together. We're going to take the musical loop and bring the volume down every time the kick hits, so it creates this really interesting, energetic, pumping flavor. So in order to do this, what we need to do is put the compressor onto the musical loop. So I'm going to drop that down now. And what we're going to do is we're going to use the sidechain in, and we're going to have the signal coming in from the kick drum. Now in order for this to work, I need to take the kick and route ascend to a bus. Okay, so the bus is down here. I'm going to call this SC to stand for sidechain, and I'm going to make sure we don't hear this. I'm going to drop it down so there's no output, and I'm going to feed the kick in all the way up to 0 dB, so we've got basically a copy of the kick going through. I'm going to drop down the sidechain into bus 1, and we're going to go to peak mode. I'm going to go from soft knee to hard knee, take the ratio up about 10 to 1. So we've got real strong energy coming down, and we're going to adjust the threshold. Let's have a listen. You can really feel that flavor coming in there. I'm going to take the attack faster, and with the release, you can adjust this to taste. If it's really fast, it's going to come up very quickly. So it's going to be brought down in volume, but then come up quickly. So you want to get this to have this nice kind of grooving flavor, almost on the offbeat when it's coming back up. So that's got a nice flavor to that. And I'm going to compensate plus 20. It's distorting now, so let me bring this down. And I'm doing this because I want you to hear the difference when I have the kick on and the kick off. Let's take the kick off and then bring it back. And then again. So you got that real classic flavor. Just to spice it up a bit, what I'm going to do is bring on the auto filter, take the cutoff modulation off, and that's for the envelope. Now I can do this manually. And then how about adding a little bit of effects as well? We're going to be looking at effects in lesson 3. Going to reduce the feedback, take the mix less. Just a little bit of movement on there. And you can hear it's much more interesting than the original loop just on its own. But you might want to do exactly what I just did in the structure of your track to create a dynamic interest. So that's the classic sidechained disco loop flavor.